With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Now Jackson on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
That's right.
They go play action now. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. He was trying to go back to Hollywood there, and that'll bring up second down. Jackson throwing again. Finds Roberts left side. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. And Jackson throwing once more. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Check 48. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
First down, Murray. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to get it to Hakeem Butler there. 3rd down here. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Clay. Call it a gain of 10, and they pick up the first.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open. He finds a way to pick up a first down.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide it. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
A gain of 3, second down.
He may be playing free safety while wrapped up in a corner's body, but Earl Thomas is the best center fielder in the game. He cleans up everything back there as far as I'm concerned. I think he just has intelligence, understands things, and boy, is he tough.
From the 44, Murray, and that'll be incomplete. He was looking for Charles Clay as tight end, and that takes us from second to third down. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On third down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
On second down, Johnson. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. This complete to the tight end, Clay. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. Throwing on first down is Murray. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Second down and goal. Murray. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. He is proving his worth defensively. Getting the sack here, that comes after being named the AFC Defensive Player of the Week for his performance in last week's game.
He's stacking games together, isn't he? I mean, you just mentioned what he did the previous week to be named AFC Defensive Player of the Week. Continuing to play at that level.
And pressure gets to him again. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
2nd and 2.
Let's go. Hey, me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Seth Roberts, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
Touchdown, Ravens. Justin Tucker lining up for you.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Going to get this to his rookie. That's Andy Isabella. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. A big play that time on the catch and run. 37 yards. Murray now on first down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. A big play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cardinals have retaken the lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive.
The ball comes out, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you've got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Murray has the first down and more, and he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Kyler Murray with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Marquise Brown, the rookie, his intended target. That'll bring up second down.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. Here's Sam Cook now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Looking for his tight end, Clay, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception. A lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Murray throwing on second down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Oh, wide open, complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, 81 yards. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sacked there by Nick Perry, the outside linebacker.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 43 is the mic, boy, 43. Check, 43.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
43 is the mic.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson going up top. And this is going to be incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. A gain of 6 there on 1st. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. In that time for the sack, say hello to Chandler Jones.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check tight. 43 is the mic, boy. 43. Check, 43. Man, that's trash. That's good.
Jackson now to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught right side. It's Butler. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's Murray. Throw left side, complete to Isabella. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. A 33-yarder from the left hash. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. Well, what do you think? Maybe a little disappointment there. They had a pretty nice drive going at the end of the half, and they have to settle for 3.
Well, definitely a little bit of disappointment there because when you kick a short field goal, you shake your head a little bit like, could we have done a little bit more? Could we have gotten one more shot to try and get 6? But with what little time was left on the clock, I think it was a smart play.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Cardinals out in front. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And they start the second half with Johnson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better bring it. You better bring it. Come on. Right now, you better bring it. He's cracked. He's checking crack.
2nd down. Murray sets to throw. This one caught by Isabella. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field. And that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there.
Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Jackson. That's pulled in by the rookie from Notre Dame, Miles Boykin. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Heavy. Watch the backfield. Short.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
After the turnover, here's Murray. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. And that is incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cards continue to pour it on. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Jackson. Gonna throw again. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Perry picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session. And he's going to go down again. Nick Perry getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big. And now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
Yeah, they just can't get out of their own way right now. And it's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. Flushed out right, letting one go deep for Roberts. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Throwing on first down is Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Hakeem Butler, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Cardinals add on. Well, the defense did their job, and then, boom, a one-play drive. The offense does their job pretty well, too.
Is that called rewarding them and thanking them for what they did? They went right out and put points on the board. Thank you so much for getting us the football.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. Nick Perry. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Nick Perry. Able to record his 5th sack of the season. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Connects it to Roberts, right side. And he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And it appears the offense is going to try this again. They've yet to convert the first 3 times on 4th down, but they're going once more. So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Steps away to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line.
Set, ready. Hey, come on. Coming. Strong right. Strong right.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 13-yard line.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. 3 out. 3 out. Watch the shit. Check 9. Check 9. Neil.
Shotgun now from Murray. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down, Murray. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. From 13 yards out. And the Cards continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. They go play action with Jackson, escaping the pressure right. Man open left side is Brown. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Ravens on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. Then the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want something. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't.
Murray now on 1st down. Left side here, caught by Clay. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
On 3rd down, Murray eluding the pressure right. He's got his man. It's Butler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Hakeem Butler, 26 yards. And the Cardinals add on. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Tackle made there by Nick Perry.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
Check, 43. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant. Let it go.
On 2nd and 9. Jackson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Hassan Reddick able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter about winning.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them. It's
part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Cardinals, great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Pick your game up. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Ball trot. Hey, drop. Check 24.
1st down, Murray. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed the quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula's not working. Flush to his right. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a 2nd interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. And they finally put an end to this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Go. Whip. Watch the whip.
Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Bird.
Let's go.
Call that a gain of 11.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Andy Isabella, 26 yards. And the Cardinals capitalize on the fumble as they turn it into 6. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And they'll start in a hole here as he's brought down at the 11-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over. But he ended up finding another receiver.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point.
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Edmund Robinson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. On 2nd down, here's Murray. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Kyler Murray, a 1,000-yard rusher as a quarterback in his Heisman campaign at Oklahoma. He's got the 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. And we are inside at 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Hassan Reddick in to drop him behind the line for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off down near the 5. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey, Mike 40.
Back to throw it, Murray. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Murray now on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now, that's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Hundley. This will be his first throw off the bench. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Hundley. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.